Hello, and this is Marxist, and I'm going to review this demo. Note that it is in very low quality because I have the upload speed of the early 2000s. So we're just going to get going here. This is part of a series that I'm going to do for UGC players, and this is a Medic POV. Since I made Medic, that'll be a good way to start it off. So I'm recording with FRAPS. I don't particularly care about the quality. Note also that the resolution is extremely low. Normally my game doesn't look like this. So first thing right off the bat is your demos roll out. I don't know about that. It's always better to go left. But it looks like he's going up. I'll try and avoid criticizing the other people on your team. It would have been better if you could have got both soldiers near to 300 there. And also right here, there's like nobody for you to heal until the demo drops down, and he needs to recognize that. Also, you're going to die on Granary Mid most of the time, so don't be so afraid. Just heal your people. The only time you need to actually care is if their medic has died. If their medic's died, you have a decided advantage, and so there's no reason to risk yourself. But so far, so good. Okay, you got Uber. You shouldn't be dilly-dallying here on the point. You guys should be pushing up. There you go. You've got Uber. You guys didn't need to worry about traps there, because if I'm not mistaken, we just watched the demo die. So he couldn't possibly have... Oh, nope. He's alive now, though. Okay, you guys are doing alright. You're just getting your buffs and everything. Now, if their medic died here, which I haven't had time to learn the player names yet, as to who's actually involved in this, then here, we're gonna stop one thing here. Alright. So, on these sorts of Ubers, it turns out okay where you're Ubering your soldier through into second, but a really good option there that means you may not have to pop is to have that pocket soldier back up and tank your demo, get him to his full overheal, and just have him sit on the point, because he's got 12 projectiles, and most people are going to be kind of afraid of him, and they'll just leave, and then you won't have to pop Uber over it. You do get 2 kills off of this, though, so that's plenty. That was just a little food for thought. Now, you run out and nobody else does, so that's a problem. That's a bit of a miscommunication. And now you've got other problems, like people running in on your demo mans. But it turns out they're all like super dead, so you guys should be pushing last right now, not backing up. Also, you're splitting up really badly. You guys should all just push the same side. It's as easy as somebody saying, let's go left. Because right now, you're all gonna die. Most likely. I would also strongly suggest using the Uber Saw and not the Amputator. I'm pretty sure the Amputator is banned in most leagues. So, yeah. Just use the Uber Saw. Or the Sign, if you're a real boss. So you guys are just gonna reset and chill out. You had it there, but you gave it up because you should have all gone the same way. You can have somebody go upper and whatnot, but in that situation where it was you, the demo, and the scout, you all should have just gone the same way instead of splitting up and getting killed by different little groups. Now you have Uber, but you're not charging it. There you go. So you're moving upper. Now, since this isn't an STV, I don't have as good of an idea of what advantages are like. Until I learn the names of the people, and I obviously can't call up a scoreboard to try and tell. Eating that pipe there was not in your favor. So you guys have had Uber all this time, and you're just dilly-dallying for no reason. I mean, if you're not going to run a suicide to get a sniper or a heavy, just push. Now you've got to pick, and you drop a pocket. I don't really know whose fault that was. So they've popped Uber, and it's better than yours. You should be in the process of getting on your horsey and running. Okay, there you go. Launch back to the demo. It looks like you're going to be okay. It's just a medic fight. Yeah, and you guys win the round. So a few errors here and there in that first round, mainly related to playing on new teams. I would really strongly suggest that your oh no, your soldiers are gonna have no buffs whatsoever. Yeah, you guys, everyone should just go out the left side. They should not be going, even on the red side, if you have the crappy spawn, you should just have a bind set up. Here, I'm gonna type it in here. So you should bind, and then whatever key, make sure that it's not close to your movement keys. And then, let's say J, bind J, and then kill or explode. And then that should take care of your issue, because what it'll do is if you hit it right away, if you're playing, whenever you play Granary, if you know that you've got the crap spawn, just bang that key and it'll shift you over to the other side. You don't want to go right. You want to have everybody go the same way, because I'm pretty sure you've got a soldier that's never been healed. Also, don't hide in the garage. It's very bad for you. Your whole team is currently hiding. Well, 2 of you are hiding in the garage and doing absolutely nothing. 3 of you now are hiding in the garage and doing absolutely nothing. That's not good. Basically, you're completely locked out of here, and your choice is to use Uber to try and take mid, or not, and it looks like you're going to have to use it. So they've got their Uber on a scout. You have to back up. That scout should kill you. Nothing you could do there. You shouldn't have stayed in the garage. You've got to get out and go to mid. And the rollout was bad, but that's life. Now, going after the med here is a good idea, since their med survived and you did not. You really don't have much of a choice, because you lost mid, your medic died, they're going to have advantage. You may be able to hold second for a little bit, but it could end up being game if they push big. So take a little drink of my tea. And so this yard hold isn't terrible from what I can see. You need to have don't let the heals come to you. Don't run into the flank and heal the flankers. Let the heals come. Let them come to you if they want to get healed. Because now you're completely isolated from the rest of your team, and you're basically only healing this pocket soldier. And it's pulling everyone out of position, and there's a lot of confusion as to what should be going on. Okay, so you got scouts on choke. Maybe for now, at least. Now, you should know that you don't have Uber advantage because you died and their medic didn't. So they're looking for any excuse to push. You get a kill. So you might be able to push now, because you've got the man advantage. You can go in. That soldier going up there like that is bad, because you're gonna have to. Oh, you got additional kills. Okay, it looks like you're doing okay. Forgive my my auto call beepers going off every now and again, but it'll show you where the rest of the team is. So yeah, you got to keep pushing up. You may as well chase the med. You got him. So that should be round right here, especially now that you got the demo too. Oh, so people are coming out of forward. So another point of fact. Let me see if I can get the mouse here. Right there is their forward spawn, right? So if they cap mid, that's where they come out of. There's a window over here on the left that you can see through, and that'll always tell you if someone's going to try to be cheeky and kill you out of the forward spawn. Leave that soldier, he's gone. You should be screaming for help. Run towards your teammates. You did a good job of that there. Whenever you're attacked by a scout, run into the bodies of your teammates, because that's the best protection you have against the scattergun. So here you should be getting, you almost got Uber, you may as well just go with it. You should just call, somebody should just say we're going left right now. And more than just you and this soldier in the demo should come out. You're going to have to pop it, this guy's going to die, there you go. Your demo got a little excited there, but it looks okay. You're getting the picks come through. Yeah, so what you would do here is kill yourself, and the demo should kill himself also. This just doesn't work because your soldier, you have an equalizer soldier who doesn't care. Yeah, see, it's just not good. You're not healing anyone, you're losing your charge. And you guys are going to be slow to mid. If they were a reasonably skilled team, your dilly-dallying would make you pay. And this soldier is going to have, like, no buff. He's jumping in with, like, 170 health, probably. And you lost your... I believe EV is your demo. So we're going to pause here and have a chat about that. As a medic on mid, your objective is to get to mid and heal as many people as you can before you're killed. That's all there is to it. Gung ho, balls to the wall, kill the people, heal the people, die. So, but you can't allow yourself to be killed for nothing. Don't die for nothing. And if you're demo man like that, I believe EV is your demo. If your demo is the first person to die, you are done. You are absolutely done with mid. It doesn't matter what happens for the rest of mid. Maybe the 4 other guys on your team clutch it and win, but usually you're not going to be able to win any mids without your demo. So just get on your horsey and run away. I personally, if a scout is the first player to die, so here we'll go through my mid strats. If a scout is the first person to die, I play a lot more passively because your scouts are typically who win you mid fights. It's a little different for granary where soldiers are a little more powerful because of the crates, but even still, if a scout's the first person to die, I play a lot more passively. If your demo's the first person to die on mid, it's time to just cut your losses and get out. So we'll resume here. You guys should be backing up pretty vigorously. I mean, you've got some picks, but again, you're losing positioning. You have to do something. You know, a good quote I remember Sean Budd always saying, he's an invite players, we're either in or we're out. And right there, you guys were just standing and choke eating spam for no reason in a really dangerous spot. Either go into them or get out. Okay, you got your demo up. Don't spend so much time looking around for heals like that. Just, if they're hurt, they'll come to you. Okay, you guys have got a pick and you've got Uber. So this is go time. Like your pocket soldier should be getting in that right now. And you lose somebody, so things have evened out. You can't push. Now you've lost your demo, you're boned. They apparently popped in the garage. I didn't hear that. So with this Uber, your pocket soldier should have backed up and taken care of the people that were behind you, because now you're in a situation where you're never going to cap mid and you're gonna die. So now they've got second, and that should pretty much be ground for them. In those types of Ubers, unless there's a target to go after that's immediately on the other side that you're going to try and drive into, you should not just keep running forward into blank space. You need to clean up the people that got behind you. Now it looks like they botched this last push pretty badly that you just gave them, so you may be able to hold out. That soldier on the high pipe is okay, but you should be helping the scout. Like, why is that soldier standing on the type letting your friend Sissel just fight these people by himself? That's not your buddies. Okay, you got the heavy. Now you want to put this heavy on your low pipe. You don't want him on the ground because he's completely useless to you on the ground. Also, sandwich is banned, so don't use it. I mean, it's banned in most leagues, so I'd say every major sixes league. Now, and the Tomaslov is too. But in any case, yeah. Your heavy tried to do the right thing, but he shouldn't have just run around on the ground like that. Now we're probably going to see another crap rollout. Yeah, you want to go left because your soldiers aren't getting the heals that they need. And apparently you've got another scout that went left too. You as the med have to go left. Set up a kill bind like I showed you how to do in the console. And move your spawn. Because this guy is going to have... Well, and your demo's really slow. So you guys are just super slow to mid. I may add in like a rollout. Maybe of a demo of mine, if I can find one, just to show you guys what it ought to look like. Yeah, see, you're trapped in choke. You're just standing in choke, eating a lot of damage. You can't do that, and you've probably lost mid as a result. Yeah. You have to. You can't stand in choke like that. That little area is called choke back in there. You can't just stand there because you're just gonna get obliterated. So you either get out of there and start fighting them face to face, or run away. Don't let yourself get standing there. The usual thing that I used to do when I was starting out and was on teams that got stuck in choke a lot would be to count to 2, and if you're standing in choke for more than 2 seconds, you're out. So you guys are trying to run a heavy here, which is a response a lot of newer teams have to tough situations. I wouldn't really recommend a heavy on second because he's kind of slow and can't do a whole lot. But it could work. The Tomislav isn't the best of guns or legal, but that's okay. You guys are just starting out, not going to be too harsh. So yeah, you guys don't want to stand in a big clod like that when they've got positional advantage like you're giving them right now, because you're just going to eat oodles of damage. Okay, heal in the pocket. Heal in the scout. The other problem you have when you run a heavy is he eats heals like no other. So you have to keep that in mind. Probably shouldn't have walked over those stickies. They were pretty obvious. Now you're sitting here with Uber and your team needs you, but you chose not to follow. You should have gone in with that demo. If anything. Because now you're forced and your Uber is going to do absolutely nothing. So far it's managed 30 damage. So a completely useless Uber. You may be able to kill this soldier with the heavy. Oh, the demo got him. So you need to reestablish sort of a setup here. You might be able to push. You've got 2 picks. It depends on what's going... Okay, you got another one. So your demo needs help here. Okay, you're going to bring the heavy through. I would not recommend running heavy for as long as you guys have. But, yeah, you got the med. So now you know that you have advantage, and they're also good. A smart team will do everything they can to kill you right now. They know they're going to have to give up mid, probably. Okay, trying to find the team, Both soldiers maybe are behind you. You should have run to that scout in the hopes that he would be your saving grace. Okay, this scout's completely outclassed, so he's just gonna make the smart decision and leave. So you guys are gonna set up for a last hold.
Time has been added.
Alright, and you're gonna run a spy, I guess, to try and kill their med, to strip them of their Uber advantage that they may have. I prefer STVs because I can see through the spectator HUD what things are looking like. But, whatevs. So this scout's getting a little too close there. And you don't really want to run around on the ground. I mean, you're safe where you are on the pipe, but if the more you get pulled onto the ground to run around, is the more likely it is that they're going to snipe you from somewhere. Because right now, here on the pipe, it's really hard for them to see you unless they get in really deep. Okay, your spy killed their demo. So that's good. It'll delay their push long enough that you're going to get Uber and he'll be back alive. You need to get off the ground. Well, I guess you're going to try to push now since you got 2 picks. Alright, you've got the Uber. Just sit on the point and cap it. They are... Oh no. So you need to be screaming for help right now. There's the scout on the point. And he dies to the demo out here. It doesn't seem... I mean, the main thing is just saying where you are, because you have team members that you could be healing. It just seems like you don't know where they are. The other thing is the auto-call script, which you see mine going off every now and again, just because of the way I got it set up. It gives you kind of a wall hack to tell where your teammates are, even if they're not talking to you. So that's helpful every now and again. Okay, you're going to try and drive it through, but that scout shouldn't have been running away. You need to try and stay in a group as much as you can. You've still got Uber. I mean, things are okay. You don't need to play as afraid of them. Okay, and their demo's dead, which means you get in for free. Their med's now dead, so you should be able to get this midpoint for free. Your heavy guys should be pushing forward, which would be both your soldiers and your demo. But they should do it in a way where they're together. Because right now, I don't see your demo with you anymore, and you're cut off by that scout. Okay, your scout buddy comes in and saves the day. Nope. A little bit of chop there. Oh, you should have popped it there. With everybody hurt, see, you've dropped 2 players in the sake of this Uber. And you may drop a 3rd now that he's extended, yeah. So... I don't know what that soldier is doing. He should have come back to the heals. Okay, he gets out the other side. I mean, I'm just trying to provide general commentary because I can't tell what's going on so well because it's a POV. So I'm just trying to give you suggestions. A lot of it's team play since you guys are just starting out. Like here you're backing up for no reason. You still have Uber. Their medic died. You have 1,000,000% Uber advantage. Worst case scenario, just go in there and kill all of them with your invincibility. That I'm gonna wager that was probably a real call. Yeah, you should pop. Just pop it on that guy. He was in the red. You're treating your Uber like it's too precious. Just pop it and be done with it. Yeah, and you die there. You dropped a total of 3 players for the sake of that single solitary Uber. And don't worry about that. You could have wiped them there if you'd have pushed before they got Uber, and then you'd have had last easy peasy. Okay, forward spawning. I mean, as far as like gun choices, if you're really good with the crossbow or you like the crossbow, I'm not gonna criticize that particular loadout choice. Some people prefer it, some people are really good with it. I happen to like the overdose more just for the ability to run away with it. But crossbow has its perks. Yeah, you want to stay off of that ledge until the soldiers checked it. Everybody's getting healed.
The control point has been contested.
You should just use your height advantage here. Yeah, don't run backwards. Okay, it seems like they're underneath you. There, they gave you 3 picks. You should just push. Okay, they popped Uber on the point. Your soldier should shoot himself here to give you that little extra boost of Uber. There you go. They did it for you. Now you should just Uber everybody you need to. Yeah, there you go. That was good. Okay, we're going to watch another bad rollout. Okay, you're going to go with the soldiers this time. That's at least a little bit better. And you're going to buff the scout. Buff the scout. There you go. The other scout should be with you to also get buffed. And you should be healing the soldier pretty much the whole time once he's in front of you. But he's actually going to come with health this time. Your pocket kind of lit himself a bit, but it's alright. He'll get there with enough health to do stuff. See, you're spending too much time in choke. Just get out. Find, as soon as you cross into mid, you need to just find people to heal and go with Okay, that scout's coming through. Probably look for other people to heal. Yeah. Now another thing is a lot of time on Granary mid, if they're not aggressively pushing across the point, the safest place for you is where you are right now. Because they're on the outside lanes running around and doing stuff. And you're just going to stand on the middle of the point. Okay, clearing stickies. That's good. You don't want to drop this soldier here. Pop if you have to. Yeah, there you go. That was good. They counter pop, which means they have a better Uber. Your people should not be pushing into this. You want to make sure that it's clear to your team that if their medic has Uber, which you should have known he did there. You should have known that he did have Uber there, that your team's not going to get involved in the Uber fight, because all that's going to happen is that anyone else besides the pocket is going to make you flash and thus shorten your Uber, or they're going to die, which is pretty much what happened there. They just got involved, they took a bunch of damage, they couldn't fight. You don't want your scouts and your not involved in being the pocket type people to get involved in any sort of Uber v Uber exchange, unless you've got some pre-planned special tactic to make sure that you get the Uber out, like maybe bombing both soldiers in or something like that. So they got mid back, and you're coming there to try and heal people. So you're hesitating at choke. Either go or don't. You're still not charging. Someone should have come back for you so that you could be charging. You should pretty much always be healing somebody. And when you spawn, if nobody spawned recently, someone who's forward should come back and meet you. Okay. So I guess you're going to try to look into mid. They gave you a free pick. Alright, demo's still okay. You're just getting a little spam war. Okay, and they're apparently pushing choke. Or something. People were taking damage over there. They gave you another pick, so you could be pushing here. If you really, really wanted to. Maybe a little bit of lag there, either on my end or theirs. So you need to just pop Uber here. Don't. You've dropped 2 players now that should have been involved in the Uber, and you're gonna lose your demo too. And you pop on nobody. Okay, you get that pick. You're treating the Uber like it's way too precious. You're putting it on a pedestal. Just pop it and have fights. It's better that your team not die. Okay, some people coming out of forward. That's something you should know. If they have mid, then they're going to be people coming out of forward, potentially. Okay, you should be alright. They can't come out of forward anymore. And he looked at the sticky trap and said, nah, it won't get deaded on me. Okay, so you're still okay to hold second, though, and that scout should come back as a heavy or sniper or spy or pyro if he feels really creative. See, again, you're not charging there. Someone should have walked with you. There's no reason to give seconds like that. Your demo kills someone and then goes down. Now you're in danger. So whenever your demo is dead or their demo is dead, it means that you can push points a lot more effectively because you don't have to worry about the 12 projectiles coming at you or sticky traps. Also, your soldiers should be building. Yeah, now they're underneath you. You're maybe gonna get the back cap? I didn't see what happened to that soldier. Okay, so you're trying to just stabilize. They've still got their Uber, probably. And now you have yours. So what you want to do in this situation is you should have had the people that died coming back as off classes if possible. And you should be getting ready to push right now. But it seems like you're just content to maybe spam. I guess. Oh, okay. I hear a sniper now. Okay. So that works. Now you've got your pick. You should be pushing right now. Just pop the Uber. Pop the Uber. Pop the Uber. Okay, their Uber got popped, so whatevs. This may turn out. Dropped your demo for no reason. You're popped in a pretty bad position, but it may be able to turn out. Just ride. Okay, you're gonna pressure the point. Not a bad choice there, considering the situation. Because it may have saved second. Because you're going to get time to spawn. Sissel does a little 1v1ing. And you get the point. Okay. So that's not a... If you have about half cap on point, you can suicide it, and that's the end of the demo. So... Okay, this is an old LAN video from... Let's see if I can get the free cam to work. This is an old LAN video from season 10, I believe it was. And this is the experiment versus HRG. And this is HRG doing the red team granary rollout. So I think this should be a pretty good example. If it's not, I'll just cut the video. But here we go. I'll slow it down a little bit so that you can kind of see what's going on. Maybe in slower motion so I can talk you through it. So, the demo... Okay, they may be a little bit laggy here. Oh, okay, it's the ESEA reset. So they've got awful spawns. So, see, the demo jumps over to the left, he gets stopped on a wall. And that's pretty much going to be what he does. The medic could kill himself here, but maybe he's nervous about it. And you see the scouts doing it. The scouts reposition themselves, and he's just going to ride the demo all the way out. So there goes the demo. Now he's going to heal the soldier as far as he's in range. The med's a little slow, and he didn't buff one of the scouts. And, you know, that's partly a symptom of just how slow they had to go with the rollout. But he's just riding this soldier, tech dude, you know, as well as he can, and then healed the other scout, and then here's your soldier that equalized, and then they go to mid. So, in review for you, what you need to do differently is have your team do a rollout that looks like that. You'll get to mid on time. I would, you know, hopefully you can buff both your scouts, but if you can't, it's not the end of the world. Your scouts might complain a little bit. And don't treat your Uber like it's as precious as you were. If people are going to die, it's better to pop it and save their life than for you to hold your Uber and for them to all die, and then you get forced with nothing. Try to review lists of banned weapons. I can post in the thread about that if need be. So that you don't get used to using weapons that you're not able to in regular play. And try and play as a group more. You guys were splitting up really badly, and I understand that you're afraid of getting back capped, but you need to try and stay together so that you can use your heals effectively, so that you can heal a bunch of people instead of just one, and then try and make sure that your team helps each other out. But really, for the first time, it wasn't bad. It could have been a lot worse. I know I was a lot worse my first time through. So feel free to submit more demos, and I hope you found this helpful.